Peace, wholeness, love, and light. I am Nudiamonds here with a solar eclipse energy reading. I hope everyone out there is doing well, and let's jump into it. I'm so excited to be doing this. I literally got called, I got summoned. Spirit was like, go do it right now. Okay, so that's kind of the energy, that's the theme, is following spirit's accord. Do you fully trust your spirit? Do you fully trust your soul? Right? Are you letting your soul guide you? Are you feeding your soul? Are you giving your soul divine nourishment? Because this is a solar eclipse, right? Shout out to Soul Tribe, okay? So, yes, let's get into it. This is going to be one of them ones, you guys. Getting back into the routine of self, pouring back into yourself, getting in the flow and being one with your true essence, being one with your divine accord, and things are beginning to rise. Okay. So the solar eclipse, this is the second new moon we have in Virgo. So this is a doubling up. This is a recycle. This is, things coming together, coming back around full circle. Okay, this may be a second chance. Okay, this may be even you going up another level spiritually, another level of spiritual initiation, and just being in tune with that energy. Okay, your spirit has been calling you to do something and you've been acting on it, and you are going to see rewards for your harvest this fall, right? And I say that because the very next day, okay, this happens on the 21st. The 22nd is that fall equinox. Okay, is that Libra balancing out the scales of justice. Okay, so your spirit has been calling you to do something. Your spirit has led you to this point. You have led yourself to this point right now. And I want to give you a huge congratulations. It has not been easy, but baby, you made it look easy. Okay, so give yourself some grace. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself some love. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You deserve it. Okay. And you're going to get everything that you deserve. This is you knowing your worth. This is you pouring into self-love and nourishing yourself. Okay, we got a lot of astrological things that are happening, a lot of things that are blooming and blossoming that dwell from within yourself. Also, outside of yourself, you're starting to see a lot of different things percolate. Okay. So this is just paying attention as we go into balancing ourselves, right? You may even feel like something's pulling you, right? Feeling a little bit of confusion as you get adjusted to this new sense of self. Right? That's what that solar eclipse energy is all about. It's all about unexpected things happening, right? And this has to deal with your internal self, your external self, having a sense of an identity crisis or becoming one with their authentic self and your authentic essence. Okay. I love this energy so much. It is so beautiful, especially if you've been working with it and alchemizing it in the best way possible. It has showed you what you are truly made of, okay? Getting deep into the core essence of yourself and sitting with that and letting whatever needs to be released come out. And it's made you stronger. It's made you tougher. It's made you wiser, right? As you're getting in tune with these different layers of yourself and putting all of the pieces together, right? After you done broke through that illusion, right? You are tapping into the true essence of yourself. We have cleared those smoke and mirrors. Okay. So that way we're able to see the full picture, see the bigger picture, taking a step back to analyze things, analyze ourselves, analyze situations. This is responding to things and not reacting to things, as reacting is a sense of impulsive nature, right? React, I'm just going to react. Responding is having an incident happen and you begin to process it. Okay, that rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, that triggered me. Analyzing, processing, right? And okay, I really like this person, right? But I've only known them a week. I can't just jump they bones right now. I've been there. We've been there, done that, and learned my lesson. We breaking through these old cycles, okay? We're not repeating no old cycles. And this is where you get tested on that. Did you learn your lesson? Have you truly learned your lesson? Pop quiz, okay? A lot of us may have been getting pop quizzes, all right? And this is all dwelling from within yourself. This is all getting back in tune with your higher mind, right? As we're elevating at this time, okay? Also, the solar eclipse is leaving things behind that no longer serve you, right? Like I like to tell my clients, people who book readings with me, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. Even though most of the time it resonates, okay? I don't want to toot my horn toot. But I always tell them, it's not about me, right? Let me get out my ego, because we on spiritual time. I'm a vessel for the Most High, right? If the message does not resonate, do not make it fit. I don't care if it's Jesus Christ himself, herself, Isis, whoever, coming down and giving you a message. If they're telling you, hey, you're about to go to China tomorrow night, right, everything is going to happen miraculously for you right now. If that does not resonate with your soul and your spirit, you have to let it go. This is where you get in tune with your true, authentic self. This is what you do. It resonates with you. If you're receiving a message and it resonates, it resonates. If it does not resonate, it does not resonate. Okay? Do not make it fit. That's when you guys are setting yourself up for external karma that is not yours to deal with. Taking on others people's karma sets you back up for that loop, right? That karmic loop. We want to help people out so much. We want to help people out so bad. We got these big hearts. Yeah, but after about the third time of butting your head, after about the third time of hitting your foot, after the third time you didn't had to start from the bottom, how many times you going to start from the bottom trying to help other people out? How many times are you going to pour all of your energy out into someone else that does not appreciate you, that does not value you the same way, for you to be left on E and you're not able to go nowhere because a car needs gas? Your cup needs to be filled. You need to make sure your cup is filled. This is about pouring into yourself and loving yourself down to the core essence of your being. That's the only obligation that we have here on this planet, is to take care of ourselves. Okay? That's not nobody else's responsibility. We taking care of our own karma. We taking care of our own trauma. We taking care of our own triggers. We're being held accountable and we're holding ourselves accountable. All right. That's how you level up. You have to take ownership of yourself. Okay. Also, it was something else there. The Most High and the Divine loves discipline. That is spirit, ancestors, angels of light, the Most High, Creator, Allah, God, Brahman, Spirit, Ether, Big Mama, whoever. That is its love language. Do y'all hear me? The love language of the cosmos is discipline, because there is a cosmic law. You want cosmic justice? Follow cosmic law. Okay? And that's why I say cosmic, spiritually, because we all know a lot of things on this earthly realm, baby, it don't always go according to plan. That's when you go over it's when you go over people's head. All right, I'm feeling it. They about to have me cussing. That's when you got to go over their head. That's when you got to ask for the manager. Right? Where's the manager? All right. I'm going over your head. I'm going to the most high. I'm going to the next level because these things aren't resonating with my soul and my spirit. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of divine intervention. Now, y'all, I ain't got no notes. We just in the flow. Like I said, I got called, I got summoned to do this. All right. And what initially started it was, let me take it back. Let me rewind it back. Okay. Yesterday, I went to lay my head down to go to sleep. Okay. I felt something. I immediately said, because I already knew what time it was. My locks were wrapped up. Okay. Lo and behold, Soul Tribe. I had to take a pic. I had to show y'all this picture. It was a little itsy bitsy spider. It was a little itsy bitsy spider crawling on me, and it wasn't itsy or bitsy. Okay, it was pretty big. It was about the size of my thumb. And in that moment, I was so scared. Okay, and I killed it. I felt bad for killing it, but I was in fear. That's a message, right? We can't always be fearful of things because sometimes these are divine messengers. These are divine blessings, but that's something that I'm still breaking through as growing up. I was always in fear of insects, bugs, right? I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress, right? But afterwards, like I said, I felt so bad and I started to do research on it because I'm like, what kind of spider? I've never even seen this kind of spider before. And y'all already know, if you've been watching my videos, I've been telling y'all how important this spider energy is, right? This transformation, this weaving your own destiny, this going in tune, getting in tune with yourself, right? To create whatever reality you want, being the alchemist of your own destiny, right? So yeah, I just started to research and it kind of looked like a black widow, right? And but it wasn't. And I finally looked up the name. It's called a Studius nobilis. That's the name of the type of species of spider that it was. And what they call it is a false black widow. Right. And I'm like, wow, false black widow. But I looked up the original name. It's called Studius nobilis. And I was like, noble, right? We are tapping into our birthright of being sovereign beings, right? Of being these highly intuitive, highly royally ranked rulers. And we are remembering who we are. A lot of us are remembering our rightful spot in the cosmic realm and how highly ranked we are within our own bloodline and lineage. Okay. Now this brings me back to this whole point of me going into this, which was I had a dream last night. Y'all know how that's another thing, y'all. Write y'all dreams down. There's going to be a portal for prophetic messages in the dream realm, in the astral realm. Okay. And you just write everything down. This is going to be that time. This is that time we've been waiting for. A lot of prophecies being fulfilled, a lot of messages, a lot of upgrades, a lot of encounters. Get ready. Okay? Now I'm going to get emotional. I'm giving y'all a warning right now. I've been working on emotional intelligence. But I had a dream last night. I for sure was astral traveling as I was going where I wanted to when I wanted to, lucid dreaming, right? And I remember being in this room with a few people, and I just remember this man, and he was like, "They want to see you in there," and I'm like, "Okay." All right, let me go in there. And I go in there and I just felt this ancestral presence. I gave y'all the warning. I felt this ancestral presence. And I remember entering the room and I see my grandfather. And he's just sitting there staring at me. He's staring at me like he know me, but he don't know me. And it's weird because whenever I see him in dreams, he's kind of cloaked, but I know who he is. Okay. So I'm sitting there looking at him and I'm like, hey, at this point, I know that I'm astro traveling because I'm like, all right, this is my grandfather. Like, I know this is my grandfather, but I thought my grandfather was my great grandfather. And so I'm like, hey, I go, hey, I'm your great granddaughter. And I could hear kids in the background. I could hear kids playing in the background. And I knew that those kids were my mother and my uncles and my aunties. But I was like speaking from like an ancestral point of view. I was like, hey, those are like my grandparents in there. Do you know someone by the name of Theo? I'm like, I know this doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to like explain myself to him and explain that I'm like somebody from the future that came here to see them. And he just sitting there looking at me the whole time, like how he always used to do with his stern look. All right, shout out to the ancestors. He just sitting there like, and I'm just sitting there talking. I'm like, hey, I know you don't know who I am, but I came here to see my grandparents, and I would just really love to see them. I could hear them in the background. And I know you don't know me, and then at this point, it was so weird because I could literally hear his thoughts. He was like, you look familiar and you look like us. And I'm like, okay, I know he could see me. And I know he like, you look like us. Like I look like his daughter, which was my mom. And so he just sitting there with his arm folded. And I was like, yeah, do you know somebody named Theo? Right. Cause that's his name. His name is Theotis. But it was so trippy because I was asking to see him, but I don't know, you guys. It was one of them dreams. It was just one of them dreams. But when I'm looking at it physically, I could see my grandfather, and then I could hear my mother and her brothers and her sisters playing in the background. But I was so like spiritually ascended that I asked for in my spiritual dream. I was asking for my great, right? Like I thought he was my great, and I thought those are my grandparents. But when I initially started to process it, it was just one generation, right? And so he unfolded his arms and he gave me a smirk, and he went to go get himself, because that's who I was calling for. I was asking for Theo. I said, yeah, do you know somebody named Theo? I'm looking for someone by the name of Theo. I said, you may know him. And then he gave me a smirk. And then he went in the back room, and then he came with these kids, and all of the kids played with me, and he came as himself. And then it started to fade. I can't really remember that part, but I just remember the essence. I remember the spirit. I remember how joyful I was. I remember how joyful he was. I remember how joyful everybody was. It was like pitch black, but I could just feel the essence. And then I could hear my granny, my Ganny. I call her my Ganny. I could hear my Ganny in the background, like, who is that? And then he leaned over and say, oh, nobody. And then he give me like this head nod, and I give him this head nod, and then I leave, right? And it was so spiritual. It was so fulfilling. It was so nurturing. It was so, because like I said, I don't see my grandfather in dreams a lot. But when I do, I know I didn't went up another spiritual level. I know that I'm doing the right thing. That's always confirmation that I'm doing the right thing. Keep doing what I'm doing, right? And that's a message for you guys as well. You're doing everything right. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep going. Your ancestors are so proud of you. You're finishing a calling. You're finishing a mission that they could not have finished. They didn't have as much free will as we did. And we are using our free will to complete an ancestral mission, an ancestral lineage. And we're doing so much work and they are so proud of us. Okay. And going back into my dream, we may think that we're clearing out one generational cycle. Like we may think we're doing it for one generation, but really we're clearing out multiple layers of generational curses, trauma, guilt, struggle, bad health. We clearing out so much. It goes beyond what we are perceiving at this moment. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. They are so proud of you. Okay. We are our ancestors' dreams. Do you hear me? Okay. We were sent here from the future to go back in the past and handle business, right? Because that dream felt so futuristic. I literally went back into the past, right? And this is even something that your ancestors have seen in their dreams. They seen you in their dreams helping and solving and fixing things, right? So we are the future alchemists working together with the past is past, present, and future, y'all. I know it sounds crazy, but like I said, if it resonates, it resonates. You already know what you're here to do. You here on a soul mission. Handle your business, okay? As everybody's doing this, right? Handle your business. They see you. This is everybody, everything, everywhere, all at once. They see you, especially your ancestors. They are very proud of you, especially your guardian angels, your spirit guides. They are so proud of you. Okay. And that's another thing. Y'all gotta excuse me. Let me get it together. Okay. This is, like I said, this is high ranked information coming in at this time. A lot of us are being upgraded to ancestral clearance and ancestral wisdom. Ancient memories are being restored from past karmic lifetimes. Ancient gifts are being restored from past karmic lifetimes because we've broken through a lot of generational curses, loops, etc., etc. We are restoring the power within our bloodline. Okay. We are restoring the power within our bloodline, the lineage, the lineage, the divine timeline for the ages. Okay, the generations. It's in us, not on us. We are it. We are the cause. We are the effect. Hold your head up. Keep your crown up. You are more powerful than you could ever imagine. Okay. And I shade to that. Okay. So that is a big message for this energy. There's a lot of ancestral remembrance that is being ignited within our souls at this time. Okay. That no one can stop, that nothing, not one thing, nothing, anything cannot stop this. Nothing can interfere with this at this moment. Not even if you allow it. It's already happening within the cells of your DNA. Okay. So with that, it comes upgrades. right? These are the DNA upgrades, that junk DNA, the 144, right? The diamond light body, crystalline, Christ consciousness. This is all of that happening, and it happens within you, inside of you. Okay. So this is where you start to feel those upgrades. You may feel body aches. That's been one thing with me. I've been feeling like I got hit by a truck, feeling like I fell down a flight of stairs. My body has been so sore and I have not done anything. I mean, like my chest, like my muscles, everything sore. Right? So you may feel sore, you may feel body aches, you may feel body chills, your ears popping, right? Like you're going up in elevation. Okay? Your ears ringing, feeling hot out of nowhere, right? Feeling cold, right? Things releasing, right? Feeling like you got a cold, sinuses clearing, sweating profusely, okay? Waking up in the middle of the night with chills, body sweat, right? Not being able to sleep, oversleeping, tired, feeling bliss, feeling aggravated. All of these different things that are outside of your normal sense of self, you're going to be going through the waves of this energy. So brace yourself, okay? And if you haven't checked out my Kundalini DNA activation video, I suggest that you do, because that's going to go way deeper into what is happening, right? This goes into the sun. This goes into the soul. This is soul transference. And this isn't a destiny swap shit that everybody want to talk about. Can't nobody steal your destiny. Can't nobody take your soul. You cannot sell your soul. Okay? I don't care what, like I said, can't nobody do nothing that you allow. You got to allow it. Like I said, we take accountability over here on my channel, over here on Soul Tribe. We take accountability. All right. We do the work. We do the shadow work. And you can't give nothing away that you don't allow somebody to have. Period. Okay. So this is where you get in tune with your soul. And you let that fire ignite from within. And whatever happens, baby, you better hold on tight, because it's going to be one of them rides. This going to be one of them ones. Okay. So, yes. All right. That is some of my channeled messages. I want to deep dive into the chart, but also, like I said, we about doing the inner work over here. Okay. A lot of people have been asking for tarot classes, okay, reading the cards. A lot of people have been asking for astrology classes, reading the stars, and a lot of people have been asking for spiritual ascension, initiation, awakening classes, what to expect, why am I feeling like this. All of those classes are available on my website, nudiamonds.net. Okay, so whatever class you feel called to join, please go over there and jump right into it. Okay. I also have my shadow work class, but like I said, this is being of service. We are vessels for the Most High. We are vessels for divine light. And I heard this calling. You guys have been asking, and I'm going to deliver. I appreciate y'all so much. And like I said, all of that information is down in the description box. It's on my website. I love y'all so much. All right. Now let's get into the bread and butter, the meat and bones, right? The vegan meat, right? If you're vegan, right? Let's get into the juicy part of this, and let's break down this astrology chart. Okay. And this astrology chart is one of them ones. When I say this is about tapping into your soul power, your star power, the divine Trinity energy that lies from within, that God is, God essence that dwells from within inside of you, that you're igniting, that you're transforming, that you're alchemizing and tapping into at this point. Like I said, if it resonates, it resonates. If you feel it, you feel it. If you've been healing, you already know what I'm talking about. You've been going through the motions, feeling like you in a dryer on just rinse and repeat and dry, rinse and repeat and dry. But baby, This is where the door opens. This is when you break free. This is where that karmic cycle is done. You're done. It's done. It's completed. You've done everything that you needed to do on this mission. This is where spirit steps in. This is where your soul steps in. Your soul, your higher self, the God that lies from within, your higher self steps in and helps you through this soul mission. All right. So I'm going to let y'all see the chart. This is what it looks like. Okay. I know y'all see that kite. Y'all see that triangle. Y'all see that pentagon, that pentagram. That's a star, 5-pointed star. Right? It's a lot going on in the chart. Let's jump into it. All right. So again, this solar eclipse in Virgo is at the 29th degree. This is where the sun, the moon, and earth are all in divine alignment, and it casts a shadow around the sun due to how the moon is aligned with the earth and the sun. Okay? It's all an illusion, right? Because from our perspective, it looks like there is a ring around the sun. Ring around the rosy, right? Ring around the rosy, pockets full of posies, ashes, ashes. They all fall down because the system is falling. The sky is falling. London Bridge is falling down. It's falling down. We're watching it fall. Okay. So this is where we tap into our higher selves, because when something falls, something else rises. As the sun is rising, your power is rising. You're rising in your power at this time. Okay. And this solar eclipse is at the 29th degree. This is a critical degree. This is the last degree. You're a black belt now. This is, don't get no higher than this. Okay. Don't get no, you at the top of the top. The tippity top, the top floor, top tier. Okay. You done went up another level by ending out these old karmic cycles. Okay. This is the last. This is it. Michael Jackson said, R.I.P. to the greats. This is it. He was a Virgo too. Shout out to him. Okay. Being the greatest of all time. Right. The GOAT. All right. And we having kids because them is baby goats, and we bringing them up the right way. Okay, holla if you hear me. All right. But this is about you getting in tune with your soul. Right? How are you healing your soul? How are you focused on mastering yourself? Are you tapping into your intuition? Are you listening to your intuition? Your intuition could be heightened. Your gifts, all of your gifts will be heightened at this time. You're not going crazy. I kept hearing my great grandmother talking to me yesterday. I'm not crazy. And then I had that dream. I'm not crazy. Okay. And she always called me baby. I literally heard, I'm like, only person that called me that was my great grandmother. She said, yeah. I'm like, oh, this is a portal. Y'all better tap in. Okay. All of your gifts will be enhanced. My clairvoyance been on point. My clairaudience, my clear, every clear. Okay. Psionics. I see the telekinesis people going crazy right now. They doing tornadoes and making thunder and lightning. Y'all better tap in. Okay. You better tap in and know who you are, and don't let anybody tell you who you are. That's why you know thyself. Okay. All right. This is also breaking past illusions, right? A sense of traveling back in time to renew that timeline. Okay. So a lot of nostalgia things. And I say that reason why I say Spirit said, why are you saying that, Dom? You know, you got to break it down to him. Okay. Because the South Node is also in Virgo, right? So we have this solar eclipse in Virgo at the 29th degree. The South Node is at the 17th degree in Virgo, right? Not even 10 degrees apart. Those are conjunct, right? So this is getting back in tune with your past, with things that tried to hold you back, with nostalgia, a lot of nostalgic things, okay, coming up to be revealed to reveal itself to you. Okay. If you haven't healed it, it's been brought up at this time. I guarantee it. Drop some green hearts or some green thumbs or something in the chat. If it's been a whole lot of revealing going on. Okay. I ain't too proud of it, but baby, the revelations, the things that have been revealing itself to me about myself, about others, about things, right in my face, can't ignore it. And I'm very grateful and very thankful for all of this. Okay. These are experiences that we need to have to make us stronger, to have that tool in our tool bag as we continue to go on this journey, right? Some things may not make sense now, but they will later. All right. That South Node energy. Then we also have Venus in Virgo at the 2nd degree. So this is all about getting in tune with yourself, your values, your love, analyzing things. My ears ringing. Healthy love. This is ushering in healthy love, healthier mindset, healthier wealth, financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally, sexually, on all levels. If it isn't meeting up to your standards, right, that's a protective boundary. This isn't me being in my ego and me thinking I'm better than anyone. No, this is me protecting myself. Right? You can't come to me on some egotistical stuff, being all in your material bag, because that lets me know you still have some spiritual growth. And I want to connect with spiritual beings. Yes, we need material things like money to survive in this realm. I am very aware of that. I'm not saying be an idiot. I'm not saying being a fool. I'm just saying I don't hold on my value in materialistic things. And I need somebody that understands that as well. Healthier mindset. Okay, because baby, I've been there and done that. I have we all have our past now, don't we? And I ain't saying nothing wrong with it, but my soul came here to experience a higher level of love, a higher level of self-love, a higher level of self-adornment, soul nourishment, divine love, divine security, divine interference. Okay. All right. That's that Virgo Venus energy at the 2nd degree. Okay. So whatever has your attention, that's something that you value. So be mindful of what has your attention. Be mindful of what you're consuming at this time. Okay. Because that's getting all stored in your karmic bank. Okay. All right. Now, an exactly opposite of this energy, drum roll, please, we have Saturn and Neptune. Okay. We have Saturn at the 28th degree in Pisces, baby. Like I said, have you been getting tested? Have you been getting bullied by Saturn's retrograde? Because Saturn is all about discipline, structure, breaking through karmic loops, and it's in Pisces. Ooh, healing that old generational cycle, breaking through these illusions, right? To get in tune with your higher self. Yeah, we're going to hold that mirror up to you till you see yourself, till you love yourself, till you break down these old identities and how you externally view yourself. We need you to see your soul. Eyes are windows to the soul. We need you to look deep into your soul and sit in your soul and be comfortable with that essence of yourself. Okay, that's the Saturn energy speaking. Okay, hexing that hexagon, right? Because now I'm seeing the hexagon on Saturn, the rings, the clearing, because that's all astral debris, right? So you're clearing the debris of your aura, you're clearing the debris of your genetics, you're releasing all of these things that no longer serve you. Okay, people, things, personalities, anything. that does not vibrate with you right now will be vibrated out of your life, eclipsed. Okay. Woo. All right. And this is all for a spiritual reset, because Neptune is at the 0 degree in Aries, right? So this is getting your spiritual mind together. This is working and having discipline and doing the spiritual work that it takes to elevate your mind, your body, your heart, your soul, your blood, because Aries is blood, right? Ancient royal blood. But you cannot get sworn in. You cannot be knighted without doing the proper inauguration, without doing the proper correlation. You got to go through the levels. You got to go through the spiritual training. You got to go through the initiation, spiritual initiation. Come on now. That's that Neptune in Aries. This is going to be a huge spiritual initiation, spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension for a lot of us. Like I said, hold on, baby. Have patience with yourself and others at this time, okay? Because that's just adjacent. And we have the North Node in Pisces. So this is most definitely, like I said, your soul, your spirit, your higher self calling you. What has been on your heart to execute. I hope you're doing it, because your soul and your spirit guides and your ancestors on your ass if you're not. You getting 1,000 symbols a day if you not on it. And if you own it, you getting benevolent confirmation. Okay. Lots of butterflies. Like I said, lots of spiders. Okay. Damn spider crawled on my left hand. And that let me know there's mystical, magical abundance that is coming in. Hidden abundance, because it happened in the dark. And them spiders only come out in the dark. Nocturnal. You can see in the dark. And you're weaving things in the hidden realms, in the spiritual realm, to make things a reality, in the physical, to manifest. Okay, now. All right. So this is you getting in tune with that soul mission. And what number is this? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah. It's at the 17th degree, which is Leo. That's your heart. What did I say? What is your spirit calling you to do before I even broke it down? That's confirmation, double confirmation. You're going to be getting lots of confirmation, lots of signs, lots of symbols, lots of synchronicities. Pay attention. Okay. All right. We also have a beautiful air trine here. Oh my goodness. Look at this air trine. We have Gemini. We have Uranus and Gemini, which is all about being your unique self, right? Uranus is unique. Gemini is self, is mind, right? So having a unique mind is also the collective consciousness, because it's about the collective with Uranus there, right? And it's at the 1st degree. So getting your mind together, right? Having that confidence with being your unique self at this time, and having harmony with that as we're tapping into this futuristic way of being, thinking, doing, acting. And I say that because we have Pluto in Aquarius at the 1st degree, and it's trining this energy. These are the giants, the gas giants, right? On the outer layer, generational. So this is happening generationally, right? That Pluto in Aquarius is all about technology transforming and changing us, changing our technology, our inner technology, our brains, the way we think, the way we do, physical technology, all this AI, all this GPT chat stuff happening. You got to get in it. You got to get with it or get lost, because it's the future. It's here. We already in it. It's here now, right? Get on it so you don't get left behind. All right. Because there's a harmony here at play. And I say that because we also have Mercury in Libra. So this is finding a balance with how you communicate with yourself, relationship with yourself, relationship with your heart, relationship with others, relationship with the divine. How is your relationship with your higher self? How's your relationship with your lower self? How's your relationship with your masculine? How's your relationship with your feminine? And we all have these sides to ourselves, right? The lower masculine, the lower feminine, the higher masculine, the higher feminine, right? How's your relationship with all sides and facets of yourself, and how are you balancing that out to find harmony with your spirit, with your higher self, to get in tune with your higher self at this time? Okay, that's gonna be the focal point of this energy, because it's a big ass trine here, y'all. That's what that triangle is. It's an air trine. That's masculine energy. That's that fire. That's that thinking. That's that spiritual energy. This is spirit coming in, your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors coming in to help you and assist you with this time. And it's going to be a big shift. Everybody's going to feel it. Everybody's going to see it. We're already seeing it. Okay. There's also stars being born. I'm hearing star quality and stars being born to take flight at this time, because there's a huge pentagon in this chart as well. And it's also a kite. So this is where the star seeds rise of the star seeds, right? And that's on every level, right? From the little babies, from the babies being born, this will be a baby boom, right? For all of the star seeds trying to push through and make it through at this time, the ones that couldn't make it through because it's hard to get through to this physical realm spiritually. Okay, that's like a triple entendre. So there will be a lot of star seeds coming through. There will be a lot of star seeds that get initiated into a higher realm of thinking. If you guys have children, you're already seeing them, how they are thinking beyond this system, how they're thinking beyond our even comprehension of knowledge. These are the gifted ones. These are the golden ones. These are the chosen ones that are coming back, the ancient ones, the ascended masters. Okay. Just like we are ascended masters that came here to fulfill a mission that we couldn't complete last lifetime, is complete this lifetime. Okay. Rise of the star seeds, rise of the chosen ones, rise of the ancient ones, rise of the divine ones. Okay. It's here. We here. Hello. How you doing? What it do? Okay. We here. We have awakened. We are rising. We have risen. Okay. All right now. So, and then it goes up and up and up. Also, I hate to say this, but this is what I'm getting. There will also be a portal where a lot of elderly people ascend that have completed their mission here. So give y'all family, great grandparents, if they're still alive here today, call them, hug them, kiss them, let them know that you love them. This gonna be one of them portals where a lot of people are called home. Okay. Ascension. It's a home going. It's a celebration. Clap, clap, bravo. Okay. It's nothing to be sad about. People done their duties here. People put in their work here. It's time for them to rest. It's time for them to go home and be at ease from this realm. Okay. That's just the message that I'm getting. Rise of the star seeds. Because we're not the only ones here. It's not about us. It's about the collective. This is a collective message. It's the collective. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that is kind of the chart. It's a lot of chaos energy here. So be sure to alchemize that for your best benefit in the best way that you see fit, as there's a lot of squares. Okay. A lot of trines. It's all about what you make of it. Okay. If you're feeling some friction, alchemize that, take some time out, do your deep breathing. I'll probably be holding a meditation class because a lot of people have been asking me how to meditate, how to do deep breaths. Okay. Just to get in tune, tap in with the tribe. Let me know if that's something y'all be interested in. I just want to teach. Okay. I'm here to be a teacher. I'm here to work with with the collective. Okay. And that's a huge calling that's been put on my spirit, and I'm just answering the call. Okay. All right. So yeah, just breathe. That's a big thing. Spirit said, just breathe through this energy. Just be in tune with this energy. I'm gonna start getting into channel messages. As we are transforming and alchemizing these energies, these outer layers of this solar rays that are penetrating the earth, we have to alchemize that energy, because it's going to release old stagnant energy within the DNA. And with that comes a release of emotions, right? So just release and settle into this energy, and get centered in your core, get centered in your essence. Okay. I'm about to start getting into channel messages as I activate like clairvoyancy. Okay. I'm seeing all praises due to the Most High. Thank you so much, spirit guides, angels that work with me, benevolent entities that work with me. I'm seeing like this, it looks like a sword, right? So continue to speak your sword of truth. Continue to speak your truth, and communication. Communication will be at an all-time high from the spiritual realm. Okay. So if you haven't cleansed or detox, you may want to do that. Okay. Even if it's just for a couple of days, because there's going to be a lot of intrusive thoughts. There's going to be a lot of thoughts. There's going to be a lot of confusion. There's going to be a lot of voices that people hear. And if you have not done that alchemy work to balance out what is your ego, what is your spiritual self, what is your higher self, what is your lower self, this can be a very confusing time for few. But if you have done the work and if you have elevated, you'll be getting a lot of confirmation from your spirit team at this time. You'll be getting a lot of higher soul mission activations at this time, because you answered the higher calling. You heard the calling to go higher and you answered it. Okay. This is a crossover. You're not at the crossroad anymore. You already crossed over, and you crossed over to a higher timeline, a higher dimension, a higher realm, to be one with the Most High. Okay. I'm seeing an Alpha sign. Okay. To be one with the greater than. Okay. I'm seeing a bright golden and green light. So this is where you tap into your heart chakra and your solar plexus, where that power of the heart, these two chakras come together and they're working in symbiotic. They're working symbiotically. Okay. That Kundalini rising. Okay. And there's a whole process with that energy. Everybody's at different levels, but everybody is going up at this time. Okay, I'm seeing okay, hold on. It's a lot. Blue, yeah, throat chakra. Yeah, wow. Yep, I'm seeing the Kundalini. I'm seeing all of the chakras being cleansed and purged out by this life force energy, by this extra solar cosmic energy, these cosmic rays, this gamma ray that is coming in through the crown and going all the way down and cleansing and purging and purifying our DNA for this next level upgrade. All praises due. Thank you. Our auras will start to expand. Our Merkabas are getting activated for us to travel to higher dimensions. Okay. As there being DNA codes that are unlocking at this time, and we are being sealed. Okay. We're being sealed by the Divine Mother at this time. They're giving me like the womb, the embryonic state, the cell, the shell, the seed, the cosmic egg, the cosmic womb, the DNA, the cellular structure, macro, micro, as above, so below. Okay, they just pulled me out of this realm. They pulled me out of Earth. I could see Earth. Woo. Okay. It's a dragon eating the Earth. There's the Divine Mother Yeah, the divine mother is coming back for her children. I just seen a dragon come and eat earth, but it wasn't to destroy it, it's to protect it. Woo! Whoa, this is deep. It's kind of like what I'm getting is when the snake eats their eggs. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, Spirit said it's not for you to get. It's just for you to express. Okay, all right. Spirit saying that message is for somebody. Okay, and it's protection. Woo. Okay. I keep getting like Ouroboros, the snake eating its tail. We're breaking out of that loop and we are protecting ourselves. Protecting ourselves. Ooh, and I just got so many that cells echoed. It said cells, cells, cells. So your cells, right? Protecting the cells, right? Bars, breaking through prisons, breaking through illusions, right? Cells, right? Like money, right? You're protecting your cells, right? Protecting your investment. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit said that's it. We're protecting our investment that we made here on Earth. It's a cosmic dragon here. We are here to help you upgrade the collective consciousness. You are able to see beyond sight. There is no negative interference, no negative influence. This is for the higher level beings breaking out of this old sense of construct. You've broken free. You have gotten your wings, and now it's time to fly. You are free. I'm seeing, whoa. I'm getting like Nomo energy. I'm seeing like a stick figure diving, but the end of it, the tail of it keeps going from feet to a fin. Like a mermaid, but not quite a mermaid. Okay. Yeah, we're breaking past this old Piscean age and tapping into the ancient futuristic ways. Wow. I'm getting Atlantean energy. It's so much here in this space. There will be a shadow casted as we break through the dark ages and tap into the golden age. There is a light that is being sparked from within each one of you that dwells in the well of knowledge, wisdom, in your heart. Let that energy reign supreme. It is now activated. Whoa. They're speaking light language. They're saying, Hambala Shah, Iklak, Luke, Likim, Amdu. This is where you rise. This is where you rise. You have all of the power inside of you. It is now activated. And when they say activated, I seen someone with the wand and they put the wand, they went doop. And so basically our crowns, our first eye, like we're about to get a whole, like I said, that Kundalini rising energy, but our crowns are fully activated. Our first eyes are fully activated. All of our chakras, all of our gifts are going to be enhanced at this time. And it's going to be a heightened level of clairaudience, communication, telepathy, because that's the way how they communicate on these higher levels. They don't use their mouth, they use telepathy. That's how these entities, aliens, because they don't like being called aliens, they said that's a derogatory term. Their ancient ancestors, that's how they communicate, is through telepathy. When you travel, astral travel, you never really use they don't, higher level beings don't use their mouth to communicate. That's a lower form of communication. They use their telepathy. They speak from their heart. And they read energy. They read auras. That's what we're tapping back into. Futuristic, ancient, futuristic stuff. I don't know. It's dope. It's so dope what they're giving me. Wow. Okay, they're saying that's what will be eclipsed in this eclipse. There's been a process of downloads and uploading information these past eclipses. These past 2 yearly eclipses have been pivotal for this upgrade. 7 7 8 8 9 9 7 8 9. Woo! Okay. That's the dragon eating the shell. That's you devouring and letting go of old ways that no longer serve you. Divinity alchemizing with the ether. Who to be one, the 7, 8, 9. Okay, thank you so much. Gratitude. Okay. Yeah, wow. What a beautiful what a beautiful message. We about to get ready to see a show, y'all. And it's us. This is why they been trying to stop us, block us, say we can't do this, program us. They feed us all this BS and we still rise. And yet still we rise. Ain't no stopping us now. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. We on the groove. Okay? Ain't no stopping us. They can't stop us. We are on the rise. We have an army behind us. We have our ancient ancestors behind us. We are so powerful, you guys. And that's how we fight this war, this spiritual war. We have to do it spiritually. Because they don't have the keys. They don't have the access. The keys lies within the DNA. The keys lie within the blood. We are it. It's in the bloodline. You are ancient royalty. Okay? You are remembering that. Remember. All right, y'all. That is my solar eclipse message, reading, channeled information. Okay. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification. If you guys would like to donate, my Cash App is Nudiamonds 101. All of the other information is down in the description box below. I love you guys so much. Meditate during this eclipse energy and see what comes up for you. Okay. There's going to be a lot of profound messages at this time. So just tune in, do what resonates with your soul. And I love y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.